I, Michael Gichangi.
The National Intelligence Service boss Michael Gichangi is yet again a man on the spot. This especially following the senseless killing of over 48 people in Mpeketoni. Of key concern is whether Gichangi was aware of what turned out to be well-coordinated killings, and if so, whether he informed relevant authorities for action. What should in fact have raised the eyebrows of the country's intelligence service is the move by the British government to close its consulate in Mombasa late last week over security reasons, whether Al-Shabaab related or otherwise. The government, led by Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Amina Mohammed, was quick to downplay the closure of the consulate, notwithstanding the magnanimity of the security concern raised by the British government.
The Mombasa consulate is not going to be the only and the first consulate in the world to be closed. I have a list of embassies and consulates that have been closed. In 2013, last year. And the list reads like, from Madagascar, Madagascar, right? How dangerous is Madagascar?
A move that in itself raises fundamental questions. Key among them being, is the British government and other Western powers on top of the country's security situation than our own government? Are the security chiefs only keen on putting a brave face in dismissing such alerts instead of taking time to look into them? Is it possible the national government was appraised of the security situation by the National Intelligence Service but only failed to act? And beyond the assurances given after such attacks, aren't Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Ole Lenku and Inspector General of Police David Kimayo able to curb the runaway insecurity?
Mwenye anafanya kwa upande wa security, kama watu wa NIS, kama ni polisi, kama ni army, ni lazima wote sasa wajue ya kwamba serikali hii ya Jubilee imeanza kufanya kazi na ile mtindo yenye imeonyeshwa na rais, na wote ni lazima sasa wakuje mbele waanze kufanya kazi kwa kujitolea.
But while one may be quick to fault Gichangi and his team for alleged laxity, it is paramount to note that according to Article 242(1)(a) of the Constitution, the role of the service only stops at security intelligence and counterintelligence to enhance national security. This viewpoint was pacified during the Westgate attack that saw over 60 people killed last year. While a section of leaders trailed their fingers at Gichangi for allegedly sleeping on the job, the National Intelligence Service boss absolved himself from any blame, saying he had informed relevant authorities prior to the attack.
If I was the president, the Director General will have been in committee now, in my own.
I think if you overstay in a position, you need to give way. Gichangi asked us to give him more money for equipment. We did in 2011, 2012. He has no reason at all to allow Kenyans to die at this rate just because he's misapplying the money we give him for unnecessary assignments.
But what is even more surprising is that despite the assurance by the executive to overhaul the country's national security system after the attack, nothing much has changed apart from transferring executive functions to county commissioners.
There is cattle rustling in Baringo County. I will be calling the county commissioner of Baringo County and expecting to be told what you have done in your county.
Plans are underway to install CCTV cameras in major cities countrywide. Worth noting is that the Mpeketoni attack comes at a time some legislators have threatened to impeach Ole Lenku for alleged laxity. It remains to be seen what the government will do to restore the country's national security system. Martin Wanje for Channel 1.